Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2016 general readings. I am still using the Gilded Tarot deck by artist Cyril Marchetti, drawing 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional ninth card from the bottom of the deck as your crowning card, representing overall energy and advice for the reading. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. If this is your primary sun sign, this video is for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your primary sun sign, it may or may not resonate predictably for you, or it may only play out predictably for you in one or two areas of your life. If you're like me, I watch all three, and because each of them I find holds pieces to different areas of my life, and watching all three of them kind of helps put those puzzle pieces together to create a cohesive picture. So if you know your signs and you're able to watch all three, just try to watch all three at the beginning of every month and the mid-months and anything else you might follow as well, just to get as much information as possible over the time span that the readings cover, which is pretty useful. So thank you always. A thank you to those of you out there who continue to watch and listen and subscribe to this channel, which of course helps it grow. It looks like we are about 11,000 strong now, and it's all because of you. I couldn't do it without you, and of course I wouldn't be doing it without you, because you're the reason that I do this. Thank you very much for all the feedback and the comments. You know, they are, I think, besides doing personal readings, which are my favorite things to do, I love reading your guys' comments. I log in every morning with my cup of coffee, and sometimes a second or third time during the day too. I read every single one, even though I of course can't don't have the time to respond to every single one. And thank you so much for taking the time to write comments in the feedback section. And the ones that I see more of you are sending me via email and giving me more specific details on how they personally relate to you in your life. So thank you very much for doing that. And forgive me if I can't get back to each and every one of you. I try and respond where I can and where I feel the most compelled to, but I do read all of them. Thank you so very much for that. And always a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure and an honor, and you have my gratitude for the trust that you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. It's a delight to read for you. And also to my regular clients, it's a delight and a joy to be such a regular part of your lives moving forward. And thank you for the updates that you guys are so great at sending me on a weekly and monthly basis. I love being part of the stories of your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage. If you haven't read with me before, it gives you a little more information about what I do, what I offer, and my contact information and email. And then you can email me if you're interested in further information or in setting up an actual reading. My email address is maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. Send me an email. I would be delighted to do a reading with you, and we will go from there. Turnaround time, which I'm always asked about, can vary. I do readings full time, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly and schedule a reading within a pretty timely fashion. Turnaround time can be anywhere from a couple of days to a week and a half, almost always within 2 weeks. We can schedule a reading. It depends on whether you want it recorded or live via Skype or phone, and if we have to coordinate time zones as well. So anywhere from a couple of days to 2 weeks at the most. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll set something up. So enough of all that talk. Let's move right along into this reading. This is for Capricorn for October 2016. Capricorn, October 2016. Show me the energies for the earth sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, my lovely, solid, cloven-hoofed Capricorns. What do they need to know? What do they need to see for the month of October 2016? Show me the energies for the earth sign of Capricorn. Capricorn for October 2016. Okay. Excuse me. And forgive my occasional coughing and sniffling. I am battling off a summer cold flu bug, so bear with me. So Capricorn, we begin with the Four of Wands, lovely way to start, paired with the Page of Wands. Excuse me. The Ace of Swords, followed by the Fool, the Six of Cups, followed by the Knight of Cups. And the Three of Swords in reverse, followed by the Ace of Wands. Oh, what lovely healing energy you have this month, Capricorn. From the bottom of the deck, representing your overall energy and advice, we have the Knight of Wands. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 wand cards, 2 swords, and 2 cups, 1 major arcana. And the Knight of Wands is your overall energy. Knights representing offers, opportunities, options. They are the bringers of the tarot. And Knights can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. So it does look like a lot of fluid energy, a lot of kind of emotional stuff going back and forth, and some really beautiful either reconciliation or healing or putting some closure on some stuff from the past. That almost kind of wraps it up right there. But we're going to go through all the cards, Capricorn. Give me just a minute. Let me take another look at these. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that, Capricorn. I was kind of sorting out the last of the messages in there. It looks like things are going to be some things are going to be happening suddenly for the month of October. Though I am recording these in the last couple of days of September. Time being fluid, it's always a few days or a week this way or that way. But we find ourselves at the beginning of October 2016, roughly, Capricorn, with the Four of Wands, paired with the Page of Wands. So Wands is governed by fire. Wands is a suit. Wands is a suit that's all about change, movement, action, power. It's a fiery suit. It's governed by fire. It's active. It's action oriented. It's forward moving. Wands governs that energy that creates and builds and manifests. It's very creative. It can point to artistic projects, projects in general, creative ventures, career, etc. The Four of Wands, fours representing stability. They can also sometimes represent stagnation, but that would be more in the reverse. Four of Wands is one of those cards that kind of has that happy home stability feeling to it as well, for being a stable structure upon which to build something. And you can see there is an implication of home and family with the man and the woman and the child here. Now, the Four of Wands is a celebration card, and it often, not always, but it often points to an actual celebratory event, like a wedding, an anniversary, a birthday party, a graduation party, like a summer barbecue, whatever. Get together where people are just kind of coming together. It could be a homecoming party. It usually represents an event that's celebrating something, but it could just be, people getting together, just, like to have a summer barbecue or something. But it does point towards an event which has kind of an undercurrent of excitement to it. A get together, spending time, perhaps you're celebrating an actual something. Perhaps some of you are going to be having a party in the month of October, or one of your friends is, you're planning on going to it. We also sometimes refer to this as the happy surprise card, because there is a secondary energy to the Four of Wands of something happening in an unexpected way, like a happy accident. Of course, there are really no such things as accidents, but something happening to help elevate something. Like an ordinary get together, something happening at that ordinary get together that elevates it, but in kind of an unexpected way. Like maybe you ran into somebody from your long ago past, because I feel like that's going to happen to some of you in the month of October, or you meet the love of your life at this event or a party, or you make the business contact, you make the best business contact of your career at this get together. However it plays out for you, there is an energy of something coming in, and you weren't anticipating it. But it's a happy thing, like a happy kind of surprise, and it feels like it's attached to an actual event. So, in the month of October, the end of September through the beginning of November, 2016 Capricorn, if you get any invitations to go to any kind of functions or get togethers, even if it's just getting together with friends for a drink or just going to a little barbecue or anything like that, don't turn down any offers, because I think something is going to come out of that. Or it could be you, the one that's actually planning some kind of get together. Or there could be an event that you're going to. Because I think something's going to, you know, I think something's going to happen in association with an event that you find yourself in somewhere during the month of October. And this is a general reading. There's lots of you watching. Of course, it's not going to resonate or play out the same for everyone who watches. I mean, we have almost 11,000 subscribers on this channel. How could it possibly resonate the same for everyone or resonate for everyone? But for a lot of you, this is what I'm getting. So that Four of Wands is paired with the Page of Wands. So pages can represent young people or actual children. Some of you, I mean, this is where the story is going to split off. This could be something that you find out that pertains to a young person or child. It's happy, it's exciting, it's enthusiastic. Some of you, this may be news of a child, either in your own family or with you personally or with somebody close to you. Maybe somebody is getting pregnant or finding out they're pregnant this month. Pages can often represent messages and messengers, usually delivered with that kind of young, hopeful, childlike, promising kind of energy. And this is a Page of Wands. So Wands, as we know, is governed by fire. This would be something coming in, information, and I think this is what it is for a lot of you. Messages coming in, information coming in. There's a kind of an unexpected but exciting, enthusiastic energy about this message or this information. And it could be that at this event, this party, this get together, whatever it is that you might find yourselves at in the month of October, Capricorn, for those of you for whom this resonates, and you'll have to let me know, I feel like you're going to find something out, like you're going to hear some. I feel like for a lot of you, it's a message. You're hearing something at this party or this place where people are gathering. You get a message or you get information of some kind. I feel like for a lot of you, it's about something or someone from your past coming back. And it could be that you actually see the person from the past, or the situation comes back again in association with this event. Or I think for what I'm getting, for those of you for whom this resonates, the stronger impression I'm getting is that you hear something. Like you hear that somebody's back in town, or you hear some news or information about something relating to your past, a situation or a person relating to your past. But it's not bad. It's unexpected, but there's a sense of excitement with it as well. Don't know what that means, but it's not for me, it's for you. So you'll have to tell me. So next to that, let me hang on just a minute. It could be too that you're getting news of an event that's upcoming, and there's something about it which is very exciting, or something about it that you're looking forward to. I'm not exactly sure how to sort this out. It just comes with a feeling of excitement and enthusiasm, and the message itself may be about an event or a party for some of you. Don't miss this one, Capricorn. You want to go to this one. If for any of you who get any invitations, go. Don't miss it. I don't care if you get sick, just go. Yeah, I think you're meant to be at whatever this is. Yeah. So moving on, we have the Ace of Swords paired with the Fool. This is a very powerful combination, not just because the Fool is a major arcana card, which it is, so significant, profound energies and advice. I love the Fool. He's my favorite major arcana card. The Fool represents new beginnings, brand new beginnings. Maybe something, it also can represent stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe taking some risk, doing something completely different perhaps than you're used to doing it, or exploring something you've never explored before, brand new beginnings, kind of the breath before the first step. But it's also paired with the Ace of Swords. Aces also represent new beginnings, potential paths, the beginning of the unfolding of something. So it's a very powerful combination, and it's again, it's connected to this news, this information, this message, this event of some kind, and it's like it sparks something within you. All of a sudden, something which has been sleeping, or you thought was dead, or has been lying dormant, and I'm hitting my chest. It must be, it feels like something in here all of a sudden wakes up, and it's like a door opens and a wind blows through it or something. Aces do represent potential, promise, the beginning of something. They represent seeds. Which of course aren't going to do anything if you don't plant them in the ground, water them, fertilize them, nurture them, etc., so that they can grow to the full and proper manifestation of everything they contain when they're still seeds. Otherwise, whatever the ace is, whatever that energy is, will just fizzle out if it's not carried through. Now, this is the Ace of Swords. So, Swords is governed by air. It's all about what we think, basically. Swords governs words, ideas, thoughts, outlooks, mental perspectives, perceptions, belief systems. It's about how we think at things and how we look at things, and also communication as well. So, this would be the beginning of a new idea, a new way of looking at something, a new hope perhaps, but something which comes in and clarifies because it cuts. This is a sword, the Ace of Swords. The swords come in. The Ace of Swords would come in and very successfully and swiftly and powerfully cut away any extraneous illusion, fantasy, anything around it, and it exposes something for what it actually really is. It reveals something for what it actually really is. It could represent your aha moment, your epiphany, the light bulb going off in your head. But it's the beginning of something, the beginning of clarifying, of clarity on something. Which opens up a whole new door, opens up a whole new path. But because it's swords, which governs up here, it's about a new way of looking at something, something you hadn't thought of or something you had laid to rest a long time ago, something that gets clarified. And again, I feel like it's news, it's messages, information that you get. Now, that Ace of Swords is accompanied by the Fool, another beginnings card, brand new beginnings, but these are different. Uh, because otherwise it would just be another, another ace representing new beginnings potential. But this is major arcana card, the Fool. He is the zero, the first card in the tarot. The Fool is here to remind us that while it is appropriate and good and often necessary to have a destination, to have goals, to set goals and work towards them, that the real joy and beauty and value is in the journey itself, is in the destination, not necessarily in reaching our destination point. It's all about what we learn on the way there. The carpe diem, the stop and smell the roses, the lessons that we learn along the way, the ones that feel good and the ones that sometimes don't feel good. It's all knowledge and information, and it's more about the journey, really, than actually reaching the destination. The Fool reminds us of that. The Fool also reminds us that it is perfectly all right and sometimes even necessary to step outside our comfort zone, take a risk, do something different, explore something different. New beginnings, brand new beginnings in a way that you have never known before. So whatever this aha moment, this epiphany, this awakening that you're having, that's allowing something to shift and you're beginning to look at something in a new way, because I think of this message or information that comes in gives you, opens up a new path, or gives you the opportunity to open up a new path where things are just kind of starting. um, and I believe it has to do with the past, something coming from the past that you're going to be able to deal with finally once and for all, and either move on and away from it with closure, or move on with it or with somebody from the past in a beautiful new way on a beautiful new path. Because right next to that, around the middle of the month or so, time being always fluid, we have the Six of Cups paired with the Knight of Cups. You have two knights in this reading as well. Knights being the bringers, the deliverers. They represent opportunities, offers, offerings, options in front of us. And your crowning card being that Knight of Wands, fast moving as well. So the Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. The Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card often related to the past. It is a card of reminiscence, nostalgia, looking back, a lighter, happier, more carefree time. It can also represent, it's a six, which can represent travel. It can represent travel back to see your parents, travel back to see relatives, travel back to the place you grew up, to roots of origin. It could represent some of you taking a trip, and perhaps that's where all of this happens. Maybe it's a family reunion or something of that sort, or somebody getting married. But it's a card about the past. Now, this could be the long ago past, like childhood past, or this could be, I think for a lot of you, it is childhood or the time in our lives, perhaps just after that, maybe 20s, but it is from the past, and I don't feel like it's the recent past either. Whatever this whole situation is around, I believe it's something coming up from the past, uh, but not recent past, like older than that. It could, for some of you, go all the way back to childhood. It won't for all of you. And again, because this feels very specific, it's not going to resonate with everybody. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign. If this isn't making any sense to you at all, you can, of course, just move on. I feel like this is more relationship oriented. And by that, I don't necessarily mean romantic relationship. It could be other different kinds of relationships. And you can always apply this energy to the job career sector of your life as well. I'm not actually intuiting that, but you can apply that if it does work out for you in that sense. I can only read what comes across, and that's what's coming across to me. I think for some of you, somebody is coming back from the past. That's the information, the news that you get in correlation to some kind of event. For some of you, it might be something that you're traveling to go be at. For some of you, it's just something that you're going to be going to or you're hosting. You're getting news information that clarifies something for you, but I feel like what it clarifies or opens your eyes to is something from the past. And for a lot of you, it's going to provide an opportunity for healing or for resolution of something. Now, that can translate into reconciliation energy with an old love. It can translate into reconciliation energy with a friend that you had a falling out with, a business partner. I mean, relationships come in all shapes and sizes and types. It can represent just estrangement from somebody I think that was important, but connected to your past. Now, that Six of Cups is accompanied by the Knight of Cups. Now, Knights and cups, I'll add to this is emotion. This is an emotional suit. Cups is governed by the element of water, and so we're looking at that watery, fluid, very mercurial world of feelings and emotions. That's what the suit of cups governs: feelings, emotions, relationships, love. Knights are the deliverers of the tarot. They're the bringers. Typically, they represent an offer, an offering, an opportunity, something being presented to you. And it can also represent the speed at which a situation moves. So this Knight of Cups would be, in terms of an offer, an opportunity, it would be emotional in nature. It could be an offer of love, an offer of reconciliation, which I feel like it is for a lot of you. A coming back together, or for some of you, a healing of a rift. You may not necessarily continue into the future together as new romance partners or even healed friendships together, but for some of you, this may just represent an opportunity to bring closure to a situation which has been dormant for a time, but which still needed healing. And after this, you're still going to just shake hands and go your separate ways. But there will have been a needed healing or closure put on something. For others of you, this is reconciliation between you, perhaps and an old love, an old partner, a family member, an old friend. And some of you, it's about coming together, healing that rift, and moving forward together. And that's what this offer, this opportunity is. In its nature, it's emotional in nature, but it's an offer or an opportunity coming from the past to heal or bridge or bring resolution to an issue from the past. And it's as if your eyes are open to something new about it. And you have Four Wands too. It's a lot of movement and action going around. I feel like it's emotions kind of up and down, but nothing really negative. It's a chance, it's an opportunity. You don't have to take it, but it looks like it's going to be presented to you. And there's a newness to it. There's a newness in your perception of how you're looking at it. Perhaps it's never just one person's fault. So perhaps something, something happens, some news or information. You look at it in a different way, and within that new mindset, there is the opportunity to do something different, to have a new beginning, to walk a different path. And that path includes some kind of healing or positive closure or resolution of something. And that's echoed quite strongly in the last combination of cards, Capricorn, added towards the end of October 2016. We have, excuse me, the Three of Swords in reverse. I like to see this in reverse, paired with the Ace of Wands, another new beginnings card. You have three that specifically point to new beginnings: the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and that beautiful major arcana energy of the Fool. And I might add too that the energy of the Fool, in terms of advice from Spirit, would be to step outside your comfort zone and actually explore this. You don't have to. We live in a free will zone. That's the only way we can grow and learn and evolve, is because been given the gift of free will. At the end of the day, doesn't matter what the cards are pointing to, what the reader says, or even what the universe puts in front of your face. It's your choice to do it or not. But the advice is to step outside your comfort zone and explore whatever this opportunity is. It's healing. We have this Three of Swords at the end of the month in reverse in the upright position. It's heartbreak, heartache, deep emotional pain, betrayal, even sometimes, and it's which means that it was unexpected, whatever it was that initially happened. And again, I feel like this is old, like cobwebby old from the past. So that's what it means in the upright position. It's a painful card. Now, in the reverse position, it is an overcoming of that. It is a healing of that. It is a bringing back together that which was broken. And again, it can mean reconciliation between two people, whatever the nature of the relationship is, and moving on together on a new path. I think that's what it feels like the opportunity is for a lot of you. For some of you, it's just the opportunity to heal an old pain, an old wound, bring some kind of resolution to it, shake hands, and move off in separate directions. And for some of you, it's going to do with issues from the past. It's not actually directly in your face in terms of the person or situation which originally caused the harm, but you're getting information or messages that help heal it anyway in some, I feel, rather dramatic fashion. But it is a healing and an overcoming and a bringing back together that which was broken, or a clarification, something which enables you to, in some corner of your head and your heart, um, put closure on something and move on in a new direction. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful energy. New beginnings. It's paired with the Ace of Wands. Again, potential, promise, seeds, the beginning of something. It's action oriented though, because this is the Ace of Wands, which is governed by fire. So it's fast moving. It's got a lot of enthusiasm and creation and passion in it. It's exciting and uplifting, and it's very fast moving at the end of the month. So, and your crowning card overall being the Knight of Wands, this offers this opportunity. Again, it feels there is an unexpected kind of sense to it, something coming in unexpectedly, which opens up a new pathway for you, because it opens up a new way of looking at it for you. The message from Spirit is to strongly advises you to take this opportunity and to explore it, even if it's new, even if it's something you said, I'll never do that. Something is coming in to cause you to begin to look at it in a different way, and creates an opening and opportunity with something or someone from the past to have a reconciliation, to bring together a healing, or just a laying to rest of something that I think a lot of you thought you wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to. It's healing, it's overcoming hurts, and at the end of the month, it's almost like you're catapulting, diving into November. It's like it's freedom. It frees you in a way. But it feels very like tumultuous and fast moving, but not negative. It looks like a wonderful opportunity. What you do with it, of course, is up to you, Capricorn. So that pretty much represents October for you, Capricorn. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. or at least found it useful, because that's why we do them. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, and you can email me directly at Maggie, the number one, McGuire at gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the October 2016 mid-month readings. And until then, Capricorn, thank you again for watching. And as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you soon. Bye.